It's Clark coming to you from ClarkBartram.com. I got some great abdominal exercises for you. If you've been a member of the site for a long time, you've seen these, but they're worth repeating. If you're new to the site, welcome. I'm glad to have you here, and I want to show you some great exercises you can do in the privacy of your own home to get great abdominal muscles. We all want them. So, here we go. All right, getting down to it right here on the Swiss ball, stability ball, whatever you want to call it. It's a big rubbery ball. And we're going to utilize this today for abs. Now what I want to show you, and what I see a lot of people doing wrong in the gym, is not using the stability ball or the Swiss ball for the purpose in which I think it was intended, for training your abs. Okay, we have a ballast ball here actually from Bosu. They gave me this, it was nice of them. Anyway, so you're going to sit on here, and the first thing you want to do is get the right size ball. I'm 5'8½", and I have a 55 centimeter, and you can see my knees are right here at 90 degrees. If you're taller, you might want to get a 75 centimeter, and if you're shorter, you want to get a 45 centimeter. So that's the first thing, is being able to sit right up here with your knees at about 90 degrees. Now for abs, I'm just going to show you a few reps. What you want to do is just swing down off the top of the ball, and the advantage that you have with this ball is you have 70 degrees more spinal flexion than the floor will allow you if you were just doing ab crunches on the floor. So if you watch me closely, what I'm going to do is come back and wrap around the ball, and I'm getting all this right here, all this stretch. And then I'm coming up, exhaling and crunching. Down, and exhaling and crunching. So you can see how much more spinal flexion I'm getting, which is increasing the stretch in the abs, which is increasing the workload when I come up to crunch right here. Now another thing that I want to point out is I'm not folding at the hips. I'm going from my sternum to my belly button. So that's where all the contraction is, right here. Down and up. Down, stretch it, and up. So right there you have it. How to use a balance ball to get more out of your abs. There's 100 more exercises that I can show you, but that's all I'm going to show you for right now, and we're going to move on to the next exercise. Right now, the second great ab exercise I want to show you is with straps. Most everyone has a set of these because they've become so popular with TRX. Now here's a TRX style right here. The difference with TRX is TRX has one point of contact up here. It's running through this, and it moves back and forth. And then over here, I have Vegas Pro straps, which have 2 points of contact. So it doesn't slide back and forth. For the purpose of the exercise I'm going to show you right now, I prefer the Vegas Pro straps. So basically I have them down low enough to where I'm going to put my feet in these stirrups. And part of the reason I like these is because if I were to use the Vegas Pro or the TRX, I would put my foot in, it would slide right down to the ground. So anyway, that's beside the point. Put my feet in the stirrups, assume a push-up position, get them comfortably in there, and just tuck my knees to my chest. Now what I'm doing is I'm basically in a plank position right here. I'm drawing my belly button in towards my spine, and I'm pulling my knees up to my chest. Exhaling when I contract. That's important on every ab exercise you do. Exhale when you contract, so you don't have air in your belly when you're crunching those muscles. Now the next logical progression would be I could go into a pike, coming straight up like this. And then from there I could go side to side into a tuck. So another great application for another piece of equipment that you probably already have. Okay, now nearly every gym has a set of ab straps like this, but typically most of them stink. Mine happen to be fresh and clean. But you might want to carry some Febreze with you or something to spray on these, or maybe put towels, because you don't know whose disgusting armpits have been in them. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to show you a couple different ways that there's a lot of arguments in the industry as to how to do these properly. I'm not one to argue, I'm one to do everything, because your body needs a whole lot of different stimulation to get the workouts that you need. Now one argument is whether or not you should go from all the way to the ground all the way up. Now when you're doing this, you're activating the psoas muscle in your hip. And you need to do that. What if you're a runner? You need to have strong hip flexor muscle to bring your leg up. And then the other argument is you should isolate and just go from here at 90 degrees and then come up. Because that will take the hip flexor out of the movement, which is true. What I like to do is do both. Do a set where you're coming all the way up using your hip flexor and your abs, integrating all the muscles together, and then do a set where you're isolating by bringing your legs up to 90 degrees and then rolling your pelvis under and getting your abs. Pretty simple. No argument, just hard work. So there you go. Integration and isolation. Okay, now the final exercise we're going to do is the power wheel. I love this thing. Again, these are all things that are very inexpensive that you can get online, or you may have them already, and I just want to show you some things that you can do. This is going to be similar to what we did on the Swiss ball, but it's a nice variation. Anytime you change an exercise, either the angle, the tempo, the grip of the handle or whatever, you're changing the neurological response in the body. So even though it looks the same as I was doing on, the Vegas Pro straps, it's a totally different movement because I'm rolling on this wheel instead of floating in the air. So, tucking in, pikes, so again, that's very cool. So then you could obviously take these off and go to the front with the handles and go up that direction. Now you could perform each one of these exercises and create your own workout. You could use one of the exercises and do multiple sets. The bottom line is you need to eat right in order to see your abs. You need to get your body fat below 10% if you're a male, below 13, 12% if you're a woman in order to see your abs. So anyway, continue to come back to the website. I'm going to give you more great information. And I'm Bartram, and I'm out of breath just from doing those simple exercises. I'll see you later.